What's up you guys, it's your boy Hayden Hoon back in another video, and today we're going to do the ultimate showdown. Now, in the past I did a really popular video called the $80 Thriller Jacket versus the $120 Thriller Jacket. Well, here is the comeback. As you might have seen in the title and in the thumbnail, we're not going to be comparing two items, but three. What we're going to do is we're going to compare between the $25 Billie Jean glove versus the $50 Billie Jean glove versus the $150 Billie Jean glove. If that sounds interesting, let's get into the video. So you might have watched my previous Billie Jean glove review, which is the $50 Billie Jean glove. That I was hinting that it was way better quality than the $25 Billie Jean glove, but I've actually never shown it in comparison with the other Billie Jean gloves. As a disclaimer, I bought all these Michael Jackson costumes with my own money from our sponsor, Triton Store. Check out what Triton Store has to offer. Links will be down in the description below. I'm wearing the Michael Jackson Billie Jean jacket with the armband, and I'm showcasing two Billie Jean gloves that they currently offer. Now that we got that out of the way, let's get into the video. So on my left, I got the $25 Billie Jean glove. In the middle, I've got the $50 Billie Jean glove. And on the right, I've got the $150 Billie Jean glove. So let's review the $25 Billie Jean glove at first. So looking at it in first impressions, you can see that the crystals are way different. You can see that the crystals are on a mesh strip on a white cotton glove, and on the underside, it's completely clear and a white button push strap. So this is what the glove looks like on my hand if I just fasten the button. This is what the $25 Billie Jean glove looks like on my hand. You can see that the crystals are okay. You can see that the mesh crumples together and that, you can see that there's a bit of warping on there. Look, if I move my hand, you can see that there's a bit of warping on the crystals. And if you zoom in on the crystals, you can see that they're mesh crystals, and I don't think they're actually sewn on properly onto the glove. Okay, to see the stitching styling of the crystals, you can see that since it's a mesh crystal, they all just sew it through a strip. And you can see that the crystals are at the back, and you can see that the stitching is just all in a line. Overall, for this price point for $25, this is the entry tier Billie Jean glove. So we step this one aside, enter in the $50 Billie Jean glove. So this is what the $50 Billie Jean glove looks like. As you might have seen in my previous video, I might be repeating myself, but comparing this to the $25 Billie Jean glove and the $150 Billie Jean glove, this is the perfect middle ground. Now, this is what the crystals look like, and this is what the bottom looks like. It's pretty plain. We've also got a snap button for the enclosure. And one thing that's relatively different is the actual crystals itself. As you can see that this is the $25 Billie Jean glove versus the $50 Billie Jean glove. You can actually see that there's a difference in terms of the crystal stylings. And here is a close-up shot to show the difference between the two gloves. Like I've mentioned in the previous review, the crystals are actually individually hand sewn as opposed to the other Billie Jean glove in which the $25 has limited stitching on it. Comparing the gloves in terms of weight, they're about the same, but the $50 one weighs slightly more as it's got more crystals, and the way how it's manufactured and designed, it's very quite flexible as opposed to this one. As you can see, as I put it on, there's no grid flex opposed to the $25 one, and you can see that it's quite flexible and it looks really good on the hand. So what we've got is the $25 versus the $51. We move these two aside, and we've got the $150 Michael Jackson Motown 25 replica glove. Now, the cool thing about this glove is that this is a one-of-a-kind replica that I bought ages ago back in 2013 at a Michael Jackson museum at Point 16's Michael Jackson Museum in Macau. So for those of you who are wondering, hey, where'd you get this? I actually bought this at a museum, no store. This is one of a kind, and sadly I can't provide links for you to buy this because this glove is quite rare to manufacture, and it's got some really cool materials that you probably can't find anywhere else. Okay, so specifically this glove, this is based off the Motown 25 glove. You can see that this is basically what Michael Jackson wore. There's a little bit of a difference. We'll just chuck this on. And this is made of a cream leather golf glove which has real Swarovski crystals which have been whip stitched onto the glove. Let's look into it. So this is what genuine Swarovski crystals look like on a Michael Jackson glove. And you can see that the quality is impeccable. You can see that it's fully whip stitched and it's just amazing to look at. And the glove is also lined with silver leather as well as this snap front closure. In the real one, it's actually positioned here. I don't know why they opted to put it on the left hand side. Nonetheless, it's a really good glove. So this is what the inside looks like, and it says .16 Gallery, so that's the logo of the Michael Jackson Museum. And this is what the glove looks like inside. You can see that's a lot of stitching. I can't really open it up without actually kind of stretching the glove. As it's made of leather, it's very fragile. And I can't really do much about it without actually trying to destroy the piece. So this is what the top side looks like. If you just flip it on the underside, it's just cream leather. Now, for those who are wondering, what are these on the fingertips? Well, because suede cream leather especially, it's really fragile, especially when you're clicking the glove as well as flicking the jacket. The actual tips of the fingers wear out, and sometimes the crystals actually catch and snag on clothing. So as a protective measure, I've put this leather glue on the finger pads to prevent the glove from actually wearing out. So I've had this glove since 2013 or maybe 2012. And this is basically what the suede looks like. It looks like a garden glove now due to the amount of wear and tear. And I'm going to show you some more close-ups of the glove in terms of how worn out it is. So as you can see, I've worn this glove out to the core, and you can see that the suede's almost damaged in a sense where it's now just a collector's piece. And in a sense where even if I zoom in even further, you can see that the suede begins to weaken, and it's basically just holding onto its dear life through the threads. You can also see here that you can see that there's little micro holes there, and that's where my finger is. So it's basically really fragile, and that it's just that I can't really afford to buy another glove, nor I really don't want to wreck this one. So here's another close-up of the quality of the suede. You can see that the silver leather actually is wearing out on the side. And I really can't afford breaking in this glove even further. Otherwise, this collector's item is just gonna break on me. But overall, this is what the $150 Michael Jackson Motown glove replica looks like. Let's do a comparison. So similar to what I've done with the $25 and $50 glove, let's compare between the $50 and the $150 glove. So let's start off with the crystal quality. On the left, you can see it's been individually hand sewn, and on the right, it's been whip stitched in terms of the Swarovski crystal mesh. Now you're comparing rhinestone quality to Swarovski crystals. Obviously the Swarovski crystals is the best bet, but a lot of people don't have 150 bucks just to spend on a glove. In terms of the crystal quality, it goes to the $50 glove. So in terms of affordability and being accessible, it goes to the $50 glove. Now, in terms of the closure, on the left there is a snap button and on the right is Velcro. I find that the Velcro, you can actually do micro adjustments on the front of the palm because it gives you a more custom fit as opposed to just a loose snap button enclosure. So in terms of the closure, it goes to the $150 glove. So in terms of the materials, this one's made with cream leather suede and Swarovski crystals, and this is made from cotton and rhinestones. Obviously, the $150 one takes the cake. Noticeable difference between the $50 glove and the $150 glove is that this comes in left and right, and this only comes in left. The materials used are different in terms of the glove material and the crystals, and the stitching is slightly different. One is individually hand sewn and one is whip stitched in terms of the mesh. And on the underside, you can see that one is very pristine and one has seen better days. So that's comparing the $50 to the $150 glove. Let's do the ultimate comparison between the $25 glove versus the $150 glove. And as you can see, there's literally a difference. You can see that there's a quality in terms of difference of the materials as well as how the crystals are actually sewn on. Even comparing the $25 to the $50 glove, you can definitely see that there's an upgrade between the two. So as you can see on the crystals, now it looks really cheap if you compare the $50 and the $150 glove, but not gonna lie, this is a perfect entry-level glove for MJ beginners, but I wouldn't use this for shows, just probably as a practice or just as a gift for first-time performances or fans. Nor I wouldn't spend 150 bucks on a premium Michael Jackson glove off the bat because, you know, this is way too precious. It's great for a collector's piece, but looking at the leather and just the overall care, like I've used this glove mainly for all my performances for around 6 or 7 years now, and that I think it's time to retire this glove. It's a great collector's piece, but I really don't want to ruin it anymore. You can see that the crystals are starting to split from the leather glove, which is unfortunate. So I have to retire this one. Looks like I'm not using this one. I think that my decision is the this beautiful $50 Michael Jackson glove. So the verdict is that the $50 glove is the best glove out of the $25, $50, and $150 glove, and I'm really proud to show you that this is the winner. Overall, it's been a really great showdown, but there's only one winner, which is this one hands down. And that is the comparison between the $25 one, the $50, and the $150 Billie Jean glove. Hope you enjoy, like, comment, and subscribe. See you next video. Catch you around.